Ragnarök, the end of the world. In Norse mythology, it is the prophesied final battle between gods, giants, and monstrous beasts, where even the mightiest deities will fall. It is not just the destruction of gods but the obliteration of the cosmos itself, followed by rebirth. But who are the key players in this epic event, and what will happen when the fated day arrives? Let's journey through the events of Ragnarök, step by step. The coming of Ragnarök is not sudden. It is foretold through a series of ominous signs. The first is the Fimble Winter, a brutal winter that lasts 3 years with no summer in between. Crops fail, the earth grows cold, and humanity is plunged into chaos. Following the Fimble Winter, the world will be thrown into even deeper turmoil. The sun and the moon will be devoured by the 2 gigantic wolves, Skull and Hati. Day and night will cease to exist. With the world in darkness, the great cosmic tree, Yggdrasil, will tremble, and the bonds that hold the chaos at bay will break. One of the key triggers for Ragnarök is the release of Loki, the trickster god, and his monstrous son, the giant wolf, Fenrir. Loki has been imprisoned in a cave for his crimes, bound with the entrails of his son. When the time comes, his chains will break, and he will join forces with the giants. Fenrir, who has been chained since his youth, will break free and unleash terror on the gods. At the edge of the world, the enemies of the gods gather for their final assault. Leading them is Surt, the fire giant from Muspelheim, wielding a massive flaming sword. His flames will consume the earth. The Midgard serpent, Jormungandr, another of Loki's children, will rise from the ocean, poisoning the skies with its venom. From the deep sea it will coil itself around the world. The dead, led by Hel, the goddess of the underworld, will march from the land of the dead to fight on the side of Loki. And finally, Loki himself, freed from his chains, will take command of this vast army. Part 4. The gods prepare for battle. In Asgard, the home of the gods, Odin knows the final battle is near. The All-Father seeks knowledge of the future but realizes that Ragnarök is inevitable. The gods prepare for war. Odin will call upon the Einherjar, the brave warriors who have died in battle and reside in Valhalla, to fight alongside the gods. The Aesir gods, Odin, Thor, Freyr, Tyr, and others, will stand together, knowing that many of them will not survive. Thor, the god of thunder, readies his hammer Mjolnir. He knows his destiny to face his great nemesis, Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. Part 5. The final battles. The battlefield will be vast, and the clashes of gods and monsters will shape the final fate of the world. Odin, the All-Father, will face the giant wolf Fenrir. Despite his immense power, Odin is destined to fall. Fenrir will devour him whole, but vengeance is swift. Odin's son Vidar, who has prepared for this day, will step forward. Wearing a special shoe made of the pieces of every discarded shoe in the world, Vidar will place his foot on Fenrir's jaw and tear it apart, avenging his father. Thor, the god of thunder, will confront Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. The two are fated to kill each other. Thor will slay the serpent with his mighty hammer, but not before Jormungandr unleashes its deadly venom. Thor will take 9 steps before succumbing to the poison. Tyr, the god of war, will face the monstrous wolf Garmr, the guardian of Hel's realm. Like many others in this battle, they will kill each other. Frey, the god of fertility and prosperity, will face the fire giant Surt, but Frey, having given away his magical sword, will be defenseless. He too will fall. Finally, Loki will meet his end at the hands of Heimdall, the watchman of the gods. The two will fight fiercely and slay each other. Part 6. The end of the world. With the gods slain, the giants and monsters will turn their attention to the earth. Surt will set the world ablaze with his flaming sword, consuming all in a sea of fire. The oceans will rise, swallowing what remains. Mountains will crumble and the earth will sink into the sea. The world as we know it will be destroyed. Part 7. The rebirth of the world. But from this destruction, there is hope. Ragnarök is not just the end, it is also a beginning. From the ashes, a new world will rise. 2 humans, Leif and Lifthrasir, who have hidden in the great tree Yggdrasil, will emerge to repopulate the earth. The surviving gods, including Vidar and Vali, sons of Odin, and Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor, will inherit this new world. The earth will be green again, and the cycle of life will start anew. In Norse mythology, Ragnarök is inevitable. It represents the eternal cycle of death and rebirth, destruction and creation. It is the end of one world and the beginning of another, where hope persists even in the face of doom. The gods may fall, but life will endure. That is the promise of Ragnarök. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through Norse mythology, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more epic tales from myth and legend.